but we're not live. And a pleasant good evening and welcome to Ponchatoula High School for an outstanding matchup between two terrific teams at the top of the classifications which they represent, the Ponchatoula Green Wave and the Mount Carmel Academy Cubs. Ken Trahan along with Bill Gallagher from Ponchatoula. What a matchup we have. Two teams number one in power rankings in their respective classes. Ponchatoula in 5A, Mount Carmel in Division 1. The Cubs come in at 21-4, 3-2. In district play this year. Of course, this is a non-district contest. Ponchatoula, on the other hand, undefeated 25-0. They are 10-0 in District 6-5A play this year. Very impressive, to say the least. Bill, obviously, these are two terrific teams, top of the heap in their respective classes. That gets your attention right away, doesn't it?
Sure. You don't see too many matchups like this during the season, so it's really refreshing to see a select and a non-select team, the two top-ranked teams in each of those divisions and classes meeting each other. A great tune-up for both teams heading into the playoffs, which will be starting shortly.
Well, Mount Carmel at 21-4 last year beat Ponchatoula 40-37 in Lakeview, but this Ponchatoula team is exceptional, and I do mean exceptional. When you're talking about a couple of players, and Amora Graves, the senior at 6 foot, who's an LSU signee, the sister of former LSU football player Marshall Graves, and of course Jaylee Womack, the junior leading scorer, averaging 22.3 a game.
Well, both of those girls that you mentioned, Graves and Womack, I'm looking at the board here in the gymnasium. They're both in the 1,000 point club. You've got two players on the floor for you that have scored 1,000 points each. That is pretty impressive in high school basketball.
It is, and of course these are two outstanding coaches. When you're talking about Trish Landesh, 7 years head coach at Ponchatoula, former LaRondra and Springfield coach, and also went to Ponchatoula and Southeastern Louisiana, so she's home. What a delightful person and doing a terrific job. Took time off to become a mother, not once, not twice, not 3 times, but 4 times. Very impressive. Of course, Jamie Tomadis at Mount Carmel doing a great job in her 6th year, and of course her daughter Taylor Wilkins is an outstanding player for the Cubs as well.
Yeah, you got 2 veteran coaches here who really know the game well, have been around the game for a long time as players, and now as coaches they get the most out of their teams.
Mount Carmel will be in the brown tonight, brown jerseys, brown shorts. Ponchatoula in the home whites with green numerals, green trim as well, as we're just about set to go from Ponchatoula here this evening. Jumping center will be Amora Graves for Ponchatoula, Jessica Runnels for Mount Carmel, as we're set to go from Ponchatoula. Glad you're with us here this evening for this outstanding matchup. 2 of the best teams in Louisiana, to say the least. Ready to roll here. The tap is controlled by Ponchatoula. Goes in backcourt to Jada Clark. So Clark will walk it up. Man-to-man defense for Mount Carmel. Left side of the floor now to Walls. Back to Clark. Jada Clark out top. The 1-4 set. Left corner pass now. Dribbling toward the top is Womack. Womack hits Jackson. Jackson, great pass down low. Dribble, put it up and score it. Nicely done by Amora Graves. Really good look from the top of the circle, and the early lead to Ponchatoula.
Looked like a set play right off the opening tip that Ponchatoula runs quite often.
Pressuring defensively. Ponchatoula comes up with a bunch of steals. This is Taylor Wilkins. Wilkins on the handoff to Miranda Strassel. Good shooter. Strassel now to Runnels. Runnels has it knocked away on a pass attempt out of bounds, and the Cubs will maintain possession. That's going to be key. Mount Carmel being able to handle the pressure on the perimeter by Ponchatoula.
Yeah, that's kind of one of the key points of Ponchatoula's game is their pressure defense and scoring off of their defense.
Strassel to Wilkins for three. Off the rim, goes out of bounds to Ponchatoula. So the Green Wave get it back with a 2-0 lead. And walking it up for the Green Wave, Jada Clark. Again, man-to-man defense by Mount Carmel. High post pass here. Getting it back on the give and go, not happening. Rebound controlled by Mount Carmel and Runnels. Ponchatoula back defensively. So Mount Carmel will start the offense again. Strassel to Wilkins, she'll handle it a lot. Top of the circle, Troutman. Man-to-man defense on the Ponchatoula end as well. Good motion offense. A lot of passes to try to find a cutter. There she is. Shot no good. Rebound controlled by Ponchatoula's Taylor Jackson.
They ran the offense really well there. She needed to go up a little bit stronger with that left hand.
Three ball is too strong. Run down in the corner, though, by Jackson. Back down low, turning, faking, shooting, not hitting. Offensive rebound, missed by Womack. Rebound on the floor, and Mount Carmel has it. Strassel. All the way, Strassel puts it up, partially blocked. Ball comes long, and Mount Carmel retains it. Nice pass. Wilkins scores. Great pass by Strassel. That's a good look, Bill.
Yeah, Wilkins behind the defense there, kind of snuck in, and Strassel saw her rifle the pass in there. Nice little 1-2 punch.
Tied at 2 at the 5:38 mark, first quarter. Now Mount Carmel going zone on this trip. Open three as a result, not hitting. Offensive rebound. That's a factor earlier on. Womack has another. This one's missed and controlled by Troutman. On the move, 3-on-2. Wilkins, stutter step. Open shooter for three. Back rim. And the rebound controlled by Ponchatoula. Here comes Graves into the front court. Amora Graves, the LSU signee. Left corner, not on this time. Rebound, chip back, offensive board. That's no good. Another offensive rebound. Two in a row by Walls. And now it's taken away. Here come the Cubs, and now they lose it right back. So a pair of turnovers in succession. One each way, still tied at 2. Graves, penetration, fights off the defender, can't hit the shot. Rebound controlled by the Cubs. Rebounding is going to be important for Mount Carmel.
Yeah, it's a battle of missed chances right now. Ponchatoula has gotten a number of offensive rebounds, but they can't convert.
Killer crossover by Wilkins. That's a sweet move.
That was a really nice move, really strong.
And the Cubs with the first lead of the game for themselves at 4-2.
Mount Carmel's got to take advantage when they get a rebound or a missed shot. Ponchatoula not shooting the ball well, and they've got to take advantage on the offensive end.
The longer that Ponchatoula doesn't shoot it well, Mount Carmel can stay zone. What a great look by Graves, but a missed layup. And the rebound controlled by Mount Carmel.
I believe that's about a half a dozen misses in the paint for Ponchatoula so far.
Wilkins off the dribble drive, not this time. Rebound controlled by Ponchatoula. Nice pass ahead of the pack, and the score by Jackson off the nice pass by Clark, who got the board and ties the game at 4.
Can't allow those fast break points.
Around pressure, quick. Right side of the floor, Troutman. Troutman off the dribble, penetration, got there, but missed the layup. Wilkins the rebound in traffic and clears it out of there wisely. Open three, top of the circle, no. And the rebound controlled by Ponchatoula. Walls with their third board of the game. Down low, stick it in, Graves, well done. Amora Graves with 4. Ponchatoula's up by 2. 6-4 as we approach 3 minutes to play in the first quarter. Man-to-man pressure out top. Wilkins, good off the dribble as we've seen. Strassel, a shooter. They're all over her, and the steal by Womack. Graves down low, pass out of bounds, and tipped out of bounds to Mount Carmel. Ponchatoula with its second turnover. Each team with a pair of those. Substitution for Mount Carmel. Juliana Indovina will check in for the Cubs. So Indovina, the 5'11 sophomore averaging 1.4 a game, has checked in.
A little bit more height for Mount Carmel with that substitution.
The junior Taylor Haggard not available tonight for Mount Carmel. Little zone trap pressure 2-1-2. Mount Carmel breaks it without much of a problem, and now Wilkins will set the offense. And Ponchatoula stays man to man or woman to woman defensively. Wilkins, free throw line area, double teamed her wisely. Got it out of her hands to Troutman. Turnover. Quickly the other way, racing for the basket, putting it up, missed it. Rebound controlled by Troutman. Wilkins, head and shoulder fake. Good job defensively.
Good defense by Graves.
For three, back rim. Rebound will go out of bounds to Mount Carmel. At the 155 mark, 6'4" Ponchatoula. And we'll get a timeout, Mount Carmel, with 1:55 to play in the first. 6'4", Ponchatoula on top. So far, both teams getting kind of what they want offensively, other than a few turnovers. 3 for Mount Carmel, 2 for Ponchatoula.
Yeah, neither team's shooting real well right now. You look at the game and you think Ponchatoula, they're clearing the boards, they're getting the ball down the floor, but they've missed a good half dozen shots inside the paint. Mount Carmel more from the outside, missing some shots. But Mount Carmel, I think this is exactly where they want to be. They want to keep this as close as possible because Ponchatoula has not been in many close games this year. Only 2 have been less than 10 points. So I think Mount Carmel just wants to stay within striking distance and see how Ponchatoula reacts when the pressure is on them.
Cubs ball, front court, inbounds pass. Open 3 for Wilkins, high arch back window. Put back up, that's no good. Rebound controlled by Ponchatoula.
Missed opportunities, both teams.
Graves off the drive, finds Womack, good shooter, not happening. Long rebound, fought for. Graves keeps it alive and finally controlled out top by Walls. Pass knocked away. This will be out of bounds to Ponchatoula. Walls with 4 rebounds already for Ponchatoula. And a substitution for Mount Carmel. Bailey Scheckschneider will check in for the Cubs. Scheckschneider, a 5'6" junior guard, averaging 3.3 a game. Here's Graves. Open look for 3. Nope. Perimeter game not there early on. And knocked out of bounds. Couldn't control it. So Ponchatoula will get it back at the 120 mark. Mount Carmel's zone has been effective. Ponchatoula not hitting thus far, but
well, they're trying to get the ball inside, but nothing's falling for them on the inside.
Nice cut here. Inside out pass. Graves backs it out off the dribble against Wilkins. Nice pass to Womack in the paint. Womack from 5. Can't hit.
And miss.
And the rebound controlled by Watkins.
Graves and Womack.
By Strassel.
Graves and Womack work well together, but just nothing is falling right now.
Strassel. Left side of the floor now. Scheckschneider off the dribble. Got to the paint. Put it up. No good. Rebound controlled by Ponchatoula and Jackson. Nice cut to the hoop here, but unable to finish. Offensive rebound before the shot, a foul on Mount Carmel off the offensive rebound by Jackson. That's going to work against Strassel.
I believe that's our first foul of the game.
It is the first foul committed by either team with 35.2 seconds to play in the first quarter. Nice fade down low to Graves. Good position, and she'll go to the line to shoot a pair. Good set play off the inbounds pass. And the foul's going to work against Indovina, her first. First free throw, that's no good. So thus far, again, the struggles to shoot for Ponchatoula. Still have a 2-point lead, but unable to connect here in the first quarter, at least to this point in time. Graves buries the second. She's got 5 of the 7 points, and it's a 7-4 lead, biggest lead for Ponchatoula. Now Mount Carmel could play for the final shot. Strassel picked up her dribble early, though. Needs help. Finds it. Scheck-Snyder. Hand it back to Strassel, back to Scheck-Snyder as they play the 1-2 game here. And back to Strassel. 10 seconds to play in the quarter. There's Wilkins, got to look from 15, buried it. Wilkins from Strassel knocks it down. She's got 6 at 7-6, 2 seconds, 1 second. Three-pointer at the buzzer is short. And the end of one, it is Ponchatoula on top, 7-6 over Mount Carmel, Bill.
Yeah, that last possession by Mount Carmel right there, they were just really patient with that motion-type offense that they're running. And then when they got the ball inside, to Wilkins at the free throw line for a nice little off-the-screen turnaround jumper to make it a one-point game at the quarter. Like I said, I think this is exactly what Mount Carmel is looking to do. Just keep it close, and see how Ponchatoula reacts to the pressure.
Well, certainly a quarter where the shooting was lacking, but the overall play was pretty good on both ends defensively. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute. At Ochsner Sports Medicine Institute, each patient receives the same personalized care and innovative treatment as the professional athletes they treat every day. Get back in the game as quickly and safely as possible with a team that treats more than 30,000 athletes per year. Learn more at ochsner.org/sportsmed. Second quarter set to begin, 7-6 Ponchatoula on top. And we remind you that Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Louisiana Dental Center, your dental home team, with 19 locations throughout Southeast Louisiana. We'll see you today. Go to ladentalcenter.com to find out more. Second quarter begins, 7-6 our lead, and the two stars thus far have been the story of the game. Graves with 5 for Ponchatoula, Wilkins with all 6 for Mount Carmel. Second quarter begins, Cubs basketball. Runnels, right side of the floor, out top to Troutman. Troutman, left side of the floor, Wilkins. They get it out of her hands, and they're going to do that as much as they can when Taylor Wilkins gets it. Double team here is effective. Able to spin out of there and get it to Troutman. Pass down low is knocked away, though, and stolen. Coming the other way. Nice feed down low, but a little bit strong and out of bounds is a turnover to Ponchatoula.
Yeah, neither team really being able to capitalize on the other of the mistakes or the miscues of the others right there. Mount Carmel with an ill-advised cross-court pass intercepted by Ponchatoula, but they threw the ball away down on their own end.
Cubs down 1, chance to take the lead here. Strassel passed up the shot, dribble drive, forced up, blocked out of bounds by Jackson nicely.
I like the patience that both teams are showing with their offenses so far. Mount Carmel looks like they're running their offense very well. They're just not getting the result off of the shot.
Double teamed in the corner and threw it away into the backcourt. That'll be a violation, the 6th turnover for the Cubs.
Little mix-up on offense right there. They didn't have the spacing that they usually have. They got botched up in the corner. There was nobody deep to catch that pass.
Ponchatoula ball in front court. Go right down low. Double team Graves falling out of bounds. Threw it away. Steal by Troutman. 4th turnover by Ponchatoula. Good double team by the Cubs down low. Both defenses have been good. Thus the score as it is. Ponchatoula likes to play at a fast pace. Not able to do that early on in this game. Double team on the baseline. Stripped out of bounds. Great recognition by Graves. Smart player. Saw the opportunity to double.
As soon as she put her head down and took it to the baseline, the double team showed up.
For 3 is an air ball. And that's cleared by Womacker, 3rd rebound. Again, Mount Carmel back defensively here. Womack knocked away, got it back. Double teamed and now grabbed on the arm by Strassel. So Strassel will commit the foul. That will be her 2nd of the game. First player with 2 fouls, and this one is Miranda Strassel.
That's crucial for Mount Carmel because she's pretty essential to this team.
There's the zone from Mount Carmel again. Skip pass. Open look for 3. That's too strong. As long as they can't hit those shots, Mount Carmel's going to stay zone. But again, the offensive rebound, Graves comes up with it. And Ponchatoula's gotten a bunch of those early in this one.
Yeah, it's tough to rebound out of the zone, especially when it's a long rebound.
Dribble penetration, extra pass. Well, good ball movement by Ponchatoula, but very patient here, not looking to shoot that much here.
Well, Mount Carmel's there. It's not like they got an open look.
And now a whistle on the floor, a foul called on Mount Carmel. That's going to work on Troutman. So Amelia picks up her first. Team foul 4. Ponchatoula doesn't have a team foul yet. Strassel with 2 fouls will sit. Bailey Scheckschneider will play for the Cubs.
Yeah, you're going to have to go a couple of minutes at least without Strassel on the floor right now.
Knocked away, but retrieved, and Graves is grabbed again. So a lot of grabbing now. That'll be the 5th team foul on Mount Carmel as this one goes against Indovina, and that's going to be her second. So now you got Indovina with 2 and Strassel with 2, and quickly off the bench pops Brooke Whalen, and Whalen will replace Indovina. So 2 players on the bench with 2 fouls each.
Yeah, we'll see what kind of depth Mount Carmel has.
Here's Womack, dribble penetration off the window, too strong, blocked out nicely, rebound clear, but a foul. The first on Ponchatoula is going to be on Jackson off of the rebound by Wilkins. First team foul on the Green Wave.
Yeah, ordinarily you don't like that foul being that far away from the basket, but being it's only the first foul, it's not quite as harmful. Let's see what Mount Carmel does offensively here with Strassel on the bench.
A lot of double teams when possible for Ponchatoula. As that is right there. Recognition. Can't get away from it though. And stepped on the baseline. The pressure works. Turnover number 7 for Mount Carmel. The 2 things to watch in this game. Turnovers by Mount Carmel and offensive rebounding for Ponchatoula. Skip pass right side of the floor. There's a good spot up 3. And finally a knockdown by Jada Clark. Off the pass by Womack. And Ponchatoula up 10-6 with its biggest lead. 5-minute mark first half. Scheckschneider in the corner. She invited pressure and turned it over. When she caught that ball, you got to be pretty decisive with it. You got to look to shoot or kick it back out. Don't wait for the trap in the corner.
And Mount Carmel's causing their own problems right now. The last 2 times they've taken the ball into the corner. And it really, you're limiting yourself offensively when you put the ball into the corner.
Pass down low is knocked away out of bounds, and Ponchatoula will keep it. Four-point lead for the Green Wave in possession front court. Graves recognized the double was coming, got it out of there wisely. Exactly what we're talking about. Over the top pass is too strong. Good front by the Mount Carmel defender. Runnels goes out of bounds to the Cubs.
Slow miscommunication at that point right there.
Abby Faust checks in for Ponchatoula. A 5'8 junior, averaging 2.3 a game. Excellent three-point shooter on the year at 47%. 10-6 lead for the Green Wave. And Mount Carmel having to play without 2 players with 2 fouls on line, but just off. Rebound controlled by Presley Walls. Her 5th, down low, shot good. Pushed it that time, and the transition worked. And we'll get a timeout here.
Yeah, Mount Carmel slow getting back defensively there. First of all, they're not rebounding, and they're really getting beat badly on the ball. If you're not going to rebound, then you should have somebody back.
12-6 lead now for the Green Wave. Biggest lead of the game, and now they're on a 5-0 run here in the second quarter. Mount Carmel has yet to score here in the second quarter. Just having trouble getting into their offense. Got a good look last time down the floor.
Yeah, they did, but they missed the shot, which is not unusual. They've only got 6 points. They've only made 3 shots, but like I said, they're getting beat on the boards. There's nobody underneath rebounding when they do shoot the ball, but then nobody's getting back either. You either crash the boards or send somebody back, but Ponchatoula got the ball down the floor very quickly at that point and snuck behind the defense and scored the basket. Add that to the three-pointer they made before, and that accounts for their run thus far.
Six-point lead, 4:07 mark of the first half.
You want to know how much longer Mount Carmel can go without Strassel in the game?
Again, good pressure defense by Womack. Troutman out high. Good inside out look. Scheck-Snyder didn't want to shoot it. Now tries to shoot, and she'll draw the foul. We'll head to the line to shoot 2. Foul is going to work against Ruby Williams of Ponchatoula. That's her first. Ruby Williams, the sophomore. And at the line, we'll see Bailey Scheck-Snyder to shoot a pair. 5'6" junior, averaging 3.3 a game. Scheck-Snyder. Right hand's the first one up. That is off the mark. So the Cubs have still not scored here in the second quarter. Played 4 minutes and 15 seconds of this period. Second is too strong. Rebound control by Graves. Her fourth. The Cubs really struggling on the offensive end. And a lot of that has to do with Ponchatoula's defense. Womack on the baseline. Leading scorer on the team, shows you why. Her first 2 of the game. And it's 14-6, and it's a 7-0 run.
Well, you got to keep an idea of where she is. She just took the ball right there, drove baseline, and pulled up for a nice little short jumper.
Wilkins tries to split 2 with a Euro step, but it's a little bit too much of a Euro. And a turnover by Mount Carmel, their 9th.
Was looked for a second there like it was a triple team on Ponchatoula's part, and she didn't know what to do with it.
They're going to get the ball out of Wilkins' hands every chance they get.
Mm-hmm.
She's primary for the Cubs. Cubs stay in that 2-3 zone. Under 3 minutes to play in the half. Patience by Ponchatoula, but a skip pass is thrown away.
Not a good pass.
Good steal by Troutman, but then it's thrown out of bounds. Each team with a turnover. Mount Carmel must maximize its possessions, and they're not able to score the basketball. And Ponchatoula looks for a double-digit lead here. A lot of patience. High post Graves and throws it away. Miscommunication. That's turnover number 7 for Ponchatoula.
I don't think either coach is really happy with the way their teams are playing so far tonight.
I agree. Mount Carmel with 10 turnovers now and counting. I mentioned that would be a key along with offensive rebounding for Ponchatoula. Right now, Ponchatoula is winning both of those battles. And that's why they're up 8. Here's Wilkins. Finds Scheck-Snyder for 3. That's off. Long rebound put back. That's blocked. Controlled by Graves. And now another pass thrown away out of bounds. So again, just careless play with the basketball on both sides.
You know, Mount Carmel is really tentative right now.
Well, they're taking Wilkins away. They're not letting her. Ponchatoula's done a smart job defensively. Mount Carmel with a 1-2-2 stack here, but look at the double on Wilkins. They get it out of her hands. Dribble penetration and a reach-in foul. So good job of Runnels attacking. And she'll draw the foul here against Graves, and that's her first. Team foul 3 on the Green Wave.
With the number of turnovers Mount Carmel's committed and the way they're shooting, they're really lucky it's just an 8-point deficit at
and
this
their perimeter game is so important to them, and they're just unable to connect early on. Womack the rebound. Womack gets it back for 3. Back heel. Rebound control, though. Offensive end and a tie-up. Good job by Mount Carmel there. But Ponchatoula will keep possession as Ruby Williams got that offensive rebound. Again, offensive rebounds and turnovers. Repeat that once again. Open look for 3 off the inbounds pass. And Womack heating up. She's got 5, and now it's a double-digit lead. It's 17-6 for Ponchatoula on a 10-0 run here in the second quarter.
Well, along with that 10-0 run, that O is all in the second quarter. Mount Carmel being shut out right now in the second quarter.
Scheck-Snyder finds an open look, but again, it's blocked by Graves and controlled by Ponchatoula. No good this time by Womack. Rebound Wilkins, she's on the move. Wilkins, good pass down low to Troutman, but can't finish. And a foul on Troutman as she's frustrated on the rebound.
That was Wilkins' chance to get back into this game and make a stand, make a statement. She passed it off.
So Mount Carmel will substitute. Troutman now has 2 fouls as well. That's 3 players with 2 fouls for the Cubs, who trail by 11 here with a minute to play in the first half. Back in the game for Mount Carmel now is Jada Clark off the dead ball. Still in that 2-3 zone of the Cubs. Into the paint, got the look, knocked it down. Jada Clark with 5. 19-6, the lead. Rebecca Quick in the game for Mount Carmel. 30 seconds left and a 13-point lead for Ponchatoula, dominating the second quarter.
Anytime you can shut a team out in a quarter.
Again, they're all over Wilkins. She clears it out of there, wants it back, but it's knocked away and stolen by Walls. And a whistle and a foul here. That's going to work against Scheck-Snyder, her first. And that is the 7th on Mount Carmel, so that means a 1-1 for the Green Wave with 10.9 seconds left in the half as Emma Scamardo checks in for the Cubs, along with Juliana Indovina for offense. Walls will shoot the 1-1. Presley Walls got the roll. First point of the game. And the lead grows to 20-6. Second by Walls. That's in and out and back in. Got them both. 21-6. 5 seconds left. Wilkins into the corner. Double teamed, has it knocked away. Out of bounds, turnover to Ponchatoula. Well, they're just all over Taylor Wilkins.
Man, Mount Carmel is they're just totally frustrated right now. You can see it.
Well, Ponchatoula's defense on the perimeter is so good. 2 seconds, 1 second. Graves from midcourt is off the mark, and at halftime, Ponchatoula is in command by a 21-6 margin as they outscore Mount Carmel 14-0 in the second quarter, Bill.
That's really tough to overcome. 14-0 in one quarter. And like I said, Mount Carmel is just really tentative right now, really frustrated. Wilkins has just not been able to get involved into this offense whatsoever. They've done a great job, Ponchatoula has, of finding where she is and keeping pressure on her. And with Strassel on the bench with 2 fouls, there's really not anyone else that's stepped up for Mount Carmel right now to pick up the slack. And Ponchatoula is just, methodically, workmanlike, putting it away right now with their defense, a swarming defense. They've caused double-digit turnovers, and now they're starting also to get hot underneath the goal and making some shots.
I completely agree. And when you look at what's transpired thus far in this game, it's been all about the defense for Ponchatoula. They've just played terrific defensively, given themselves an opportunity on the offensive end, off the defense, forcing turnovers. When you're talking about 12 different times that they forced turnovers in the game, it's just been, again, too many turnovers by Mount Carmel, and then second chances for Ponchatoula, as I mentioned, offensive rebounds, and then the Green Wave started to hit a few shots from the perimeter.
Right, so I think that Mount Carmel's going to have to get out of that zone, if not at the start of the half, very quickly into it, because Ponchatoula is now starting to warm up, and they can just, milk some time off of the clock also. So, everything's in favor of Ponchatoula right now. Mount Carmel wanted to keep the ball game close to kind of, have a shot, make a ball game of it and see what would happen with Ponchatoula. But now we know why Ponchatoula's only had 2 games that have been that have been less than a 10-point win. They're pretty dominating.
Well, certainly it's been a very impressive defensive performance by Ponchatoula. I was talking earlier this afternoon to Trish Landash about it, and their defense is really what sets the tone for them. They're so good at pressuring the ball. We see the constant double teams, and with their ability and their athleticism, it's caused everybody problems this year. There's a reason they're 25-0, and they've only played 2 games under 10 points the whole season.
And one of those was a team from Alaska, so
correct.
It's not even a team. There's very, very little competition that they haven't demolished in Louisiana.
Well, they have. And when you talk about this Ponchatoula team, when you talk about the way they've dominated this year, just those 2 games, beat Liberty 55-47, beat Anchorage Christian 75-69. The average margin of victory this year for Ponchatoula?
26 points a game.
26 points a game. I mean, it's remarkable
yeah.
when you look at it. And they shoot the ball well for a high school team.
Yeah, they're
almost 49% from the field, 32% from three-point range, 65.5% from the line. And Jaylee Womack is getting all kinds of offers and recruiting as a junior, and Amora Graves is an LSU signee. So you start there, but they're more than just a two-person team. They've got a lot of good players. We've seen good play in this game from Taylor Jackson, from Jada Clark, Presley Walls in particular. So they've been good. And as for Mount Carmel, they're better than they played here in the first half. They're missing one starter tonight, as we mentioned earlier. Haggard unable to go tonight, but they still have good players. What happens is Wilkins comes out early and scores 6 points, and then a great adjustment made by Trish Landesh. She just made sure that they were going to double her every time she touched the basketball, and she was unable to get any looks in the second quarter.
Right, and no one else, like I said, no one else has stepped up to kind of help her out there. You know, they're all kind of tentative right now, so somebody's got to step up and say, hey, I'm going to start playing ball tonight. They can do it. I mean, you know, they defeated a really good Warren Easton team their last game out. And they wouldn't be number one in the select school rankings if they weren't a good team. So it's just a matter of getting back on track for Mount Carmel, keeping the ball, not turning the ball over as much, and getting their offense rolling. They had a few possessions where they ran their offense really well in the first quarter, and they scored off of those. They let the pressure get to them in the second quarter. Didn't run their offense quite so well. They got trapped in the corners and along the baseline. Some silly passes, some weak shots. They had a couple of shots open underneath it. They looked like they were waiting for Ponchatoula to defend them, so there was a little hesitation. So Mount Carmel's just got to realize that we're number one in the select schools. We're a good team. Let's go out and play.
Well, of course, this is expected for Ponchatoula. Last year, they got to the Final Four and lost in overtime to Ouachita Parish in the 5A semifinals. In that particular game, losing a heartbreaker, 64-60, one game short of the championship. But they've been there and done that before. Trish Landesh has taken this team to the mountaintop. They were a state champion not too long ago, 2015. I covered the game when they beat Walker 47-29 in the state championship after beating Destrahan in the semifinals that particular year. And most recently, they've been in the regional round of the playoffs, winning at least one playoff game in 2016, 2017, 2018, and in 2019. And then their own district in 6-5A, they beat Mandeville 59-37 last Friday night and really shut down Jalen James, the University of Louisiana Raging Cajun signee. Held her to 2 points until the fourth quarter with their swarming defense. Got her in foul trouble with 3 charges that they took in that game. And Coach Landesh was very proud of the way her team played defense in that game and gave them a convincing victory over a very good Mandeville team. As for Mount Carmel, Jamie Thomas won a 100th game against John Ehret November 18th of last year. And, of course, Jamie, an outstanding player in her own right at Ursuline, played at Middle Tennessee, was an assistant coach at Davidson in North Carolina for 5 years before coming home to Mount Carmel. The lure to come home to such a fine school was too strong for her. She was able to come home. How good was Jamie in college? Well, she scored 1,971 points at Middle Tennessee with the Blue Raiders. Very impressive. She was an assistant for 3 years at Ursuline, and then for 2 years at Loyola, coached the Kenner Angels AAU team, and now at Mount Carmel in her 6th year, doing an outstanding job. And, of course, Bill, the Cubs have a history of their own, most recently winning the state championship in 2014, where they were victorious. I covered that particular game in 5A, and then they won it again in 2016, and I covered that one, too, with some terrific shooters on both of those teams. Mount Carmel's been to 8 state championship games, though, so they're accustomed to this. In the last 2 years, they've lost in the Division I finals to John Curtis Christian, who, by the way, has 2 wins over Mount Carmel this year. But Mount Carmel would be the top seed in Division I if the season ended today. Right. They're
the top seed. What you said about Ponchatoula was, this is kind of expected of Ponchatoula. We were stuck here. The score was stuck on 6-4 for, quite a few, couple of 2, 3, 4 minutes at 6-4, and I heard some grumbling from the fans, wanting to know what the heck was going on because they weren't doing their usual thing. Well, they must have heard the people in the stands, or they just shook off the rust or something, because they took off from there and has shut out Mount Carmel in this second quarter. And they're just playing much, much better as the game goes on.
So what can Mount Carmel do to try to solve this, if they're going to force the ball out of Wilkins' hands, Strassel's going to have to step up because she's the other player on this team that can score and shoot it. She averages nearly 12 a game, and Miranda has not scored yet. Right. So clearly Ponchatoula is well prepared for this game. They've got their defense focused on the Mount Carmel scores.
Well, Strassel came out of the game with, I think, just about 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Yep. And like you said, we hadn't scored any points yet. Of course, Mount Carmel's only scored 6. But yeah, she's got to get back into the game and get more involved. It was, should she have gone back in the game in the first half with those 2 fouls? I mean, you can't. It's just you don't. You could. What if she got her 3rd foul? So I don't blame them for not putting her back in right there. Although the game did kind of get out of hand.
Well, you can make the argument about putting somebody back in with 2 fouls, but then. It's easy to say what if. Then, of course, what if you pick up your 3rd?
Right.
So in the meantime, the game starts to get away from you.
Exactly, which is what I said when she first came out. They can't let the game get away from her with her out of the game. But that's where we are. That's where they are. So they've got to be quicker on offense, quicker as far as when they catch the ball. Don't wait for that double team to come. Pass it again. If somebody's double teaming you, that means somebody on your team is open. You got to find that open man, that open person, and get it there and attack. They didn't do enough attacking offensively. They were just trying to avoid the traps. Okay. Well, you got to avoid the traps, but you got to attack. You got to get after it and go to the goal. That's what Mount Carmel's got to do. They got to cut down on their turnovers. Okay, most of them were forced, but there were some unforced turnovers there, and they got to do a better job on the defensive boards and not give the offensive rebounding edge to Ponchatoula.
3rd quarter getting set to begin. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Riverlands Insurance Services, who encourages you to make your insurance game plan today. Riverlands is a proud recipient of the Top Insurance Workplace Award for 2019 from Insurance Business America. Call Riverlands at 1-800-336-4579 or go to riverlandsinsurance.com. 3rd quarter set to begin. Mount Carmel will have it to start the 3rd quarter, and they'll come back with their starters to start the 3rd quarter and see how long they can play, because Troutman, Strassel, and Davina all have 2 fouls from Mount Carmel. Not 3, but 2. Here's Wilkins out top. Again, man-to-man, but they've doubled her whenever possible like this. Every time she tries to penetrate off the dribble, just like that, they make her give her up. There's Strassel, and there you go.
Yeah.
Both same side of the floor, and it paid off.
That's really a good shot when you've been sitting for so long, and the first time you touch the ball to start the half, you sink a 3-pointer.
Isolate your shooter, get her the ball in space. Graves to the paint with the right hand too strong. Offensive rebound and a foul. They call the jump ball. So alternating possession, Ponchatoula.
Now, if I was Mount Carmel right now, what they're trying to do with Watkins has the ball at the point, and then they're trying to screen her man.
Inbounds pass and an easy basket here for Jackson, her 4th point, and the lead is 14.
They're trying to screen her man with a double screen there. That makes it easier for Ponchatoula to trap, in my opinion.
Timeout Mount Carmel as they doubled Wilkins once again. Jamie Thomas called timeout as she wants to make an adjustment here. And going to extend it to a full timeout with 7:05 to play in the 3rd, 23-9. All right, so we saw them get Strassel isolated in the corner. Wilkins got to the right side of the floor. On the same side of the floor, you can make that pass and have the open shot.
Well, yeah. See, and exactly what I said at halftime. You got to find the person that's open. If you're being double teamed, somebody is open. They found the open person. That was Strassel in the corner.
But if you can work it on the same side of the floor, then it becomes a much easier task to get the ball to her in space as opposed to trying to skip past it.
It does. Yes, it does. It does.
So quick timeout by Mount Carmel to try to make an adjustment off this double team. Again, turnover is an issue. 12 for Mount Carmel, and the magic number there is 20. You get to 20, it's going to be hard to win against a team like this. And right now, Ponchatoula is in control, 23-9, with their outstanding defense and their fine offensive rebounding as well.
If you've got 12 at halftime, you're not, as a coach, you're not happy at all. That's unacceptable.
23-14 rebound edge, a big edge for Ponchatoula. And again, those are the 2 things we cited at the start. to watch in this game, and certainly they've gone the way of the Green Wave in this one. Cubs basketball, Strassel to Wilkins in backcourt. Wilkins picked up by Clark, but she'll get doubled when she starts to move toward the top of the circle. There's the double. They extend that double. She tries to step through it, and she's grabbed and tied up again.
See, they double team at the top of the key, and when one of the Ponchatoula girls goes to jump and double team, nobody moves.
Right. Got to move toward the basketball.
The screeners are just standing there.
Troutman, wide open look from the corner. It's short. Long rebound. Strassel will run it down. Penetration off the dribble, but unable to finish. And the rebound by Ponchatoula is Presley Walls, her 6th. Here's Graves. Here's Womack. Nice feed down low, Jackson. Pass knocked away, though, and stolen by Mount Carmel. Strassel came up with it. Back to Strassel. Pulls up. Too strong. Out of bounds to Ponchatoula. She wants to set herself to shoot. That time was on the move and really couldn't set her feet to get that shot accurately.
See, Indovina, they passed the ball to Indovina right there. She didn't even look at the goal.
No, she just immediately handed it back to Strassel.
Yeah, you got to at least be a triple threat and face the goal.
Diagonal pass is a beauty. Jackson misses, though. Rebound, Womack, and she's going to be fouled, and we'll shoot 2. And I think that's Troutman, and that's her 3rd. Troutman thought she got ball. Womack to the line. She's got 5 points in the game. They came in the second quarter. That one spins out.
Line drive.
Womack will bury the second. And a 15-point lead at 24-9. Under 6 minutes to play in the third. Still plenty of time, but the Cubs need to have some sort of run. Consistency on offense. They just haven't had much that they've been able to do. There's Strassel down low. Nice inside out pass. Troutman dribble penetration got there, but wild shot controlled by Graves.
Ponchatoula does not let you shoot a shot uncontested.
Graves with the left hand can't finish, and there's Wilkins on the rebound trying to get out in transition. Behind the back, beautiful move, scoring. Taylor Wilkins, that's why they're doubling her. She's that good.
She's that good.
And it's 24-11. Wilkins with 8 points, her first point since the first quarter.
Staying in that zone.
And a 2-3 zone is what they've been utilizing much of the way. Double on the baseline, creates the open look and a buried shot by Womack. Good recognition by Jackson to find her open. Womack now with 9. And a 16-point lead. Way off the mark. Offensive rebound, though, by Strassel. She gets hammered as she goes to the hole. Will shoot 2. Strassel, offensive rebound. And she'll get to the free throw line to shoot a pair on the foul by Womack, which is her first, and the team's first. There's Miranda Strassel at the line. Strassel, 3 points in the game. And now 4. Good shooter. Substitution, Schexnayder is in for Mount Carmel. Troutman with 3 fouls will sit. Miranda with her second, and that's bottom. 5 for Miranda Strassel. 27-13. Pass knocked away by Wilkins, out of bounds.
Little life by Mount Carmel here. Sticking with that zone, I think they're going to stick with it unless Ponchatoula starts catching fire with their outside shots. I don't see Ponchatoula just standing outside the top of the key holding the ball.
Good ball movement creates the open look. Rebound controlled by Indovina. Taken away by Womack, and she's fouled. So the turnover by Mount Carmel cost him as Womack got the steal. Foul's going to work against Indovina, and that's her third. And a quick substitution will be Alexis Brissett in for the first time for Mount Carmel. Brissett, a 5'9" sophomore forward for the Cubs, getting her first playing time. Graves sees the open look from the elbow. Drains it. Graves now with 8 points. Her first since the first quarter. And a 30-13 bulge for Ponchatoula.
Back-to-back threes by Ponchatoula.
There's the double team on Wilkins. Extra pass, Schexnayder. Not looking to shoot there. Strassel. Nice pass down low, but not looking to shoot the basketball. Brissett. Poked away. Strassel got it back. Gets some space. Finds Wilkins. Set a pick, but again, they'll jump out on her. And a reach-in foul on the Green Wave.
A lot more standing around by Mount Carmel offensively now. They're not moving the ball, running that motion offense like they did in the first quarter.
Presley Walls commits her first. Only the second team foul. Each team with 2 fouls in the quarter. Wilkins runs it down. Nice look down low, but the shot's blocked by Graves, and she clears it.
Good defense by Graves.
Her third block of the game. And on the other end, her shot partially blocked by Wilkins and cleared out of there by Brissett. And now a whistle and a kick ball. So good hustle defense by Wilkins on that play. Mount Carmel will keep it at center court with 3:13 to play in the third quarter. Strassel need more spacing than that. They can double when you don't space.
They're not moving.
Leaned in and taken away cleanly by Jackson, and a foul as well.
Jada Clark just face guarding Wilkins right there. Not even looking at the ball, looking at what else is going on, just face guarding Wilkins.
Schexnayder, her second foul at the 2:50 mark. Ponchatoula up 17 with the ball. Baseline, nice move. Boy, that's good looking play. Womack now in double figures with 11. As advertised, she's very good.
A quick move to her left and a pull-up jumper before the help defense can come up and help her.
Wilkins with a great spin. Oh,
wow.
Sweet. She's got 10. Taylor Wilkins makes it 32-15. And she's got to earn every point she's gotten in this game. 3 ball is off the heel. Rebound saved nicely by Runnels. Open look, Wilkins for 3. Too strong. Got the look that time. Controlled by Jada Clark. Wide open look here is buried by Walls.
You can see the difference in the two teams right now. So a girl for Ponchatoula catches the ball. She's looking at the goal. She's looking to shoot. Ponchatoula, Mount Carmel, not so much. They got some girls that they catch the ball and they're looking to pass it to Watkins or Strassel.
Strassel on the baseline cut off. Dribble drive, nice move.
That's a nice move.
Strong by Runnels, her first 2 of the game. And it's 35-17, 1:20 to play in the third. Post up here by Jackson. Inside out look. Offensive rebound, Womack. Nice extra pass, missed it. Great pass, score it. Wilkins beat him down the floor, timeout call. Strassel found her. Good job by Miranda on the assist. Finding Wilkins for the basket. And Wilkins now with 10 makes it 35-19. Well, obviously that's if they can beat him down the floor, right?
Well, yeah, but the way that Ponchatoula is rebounding on the offensive end, you're not going to beat them down the floor very often. You're not going to have those opportunities. So if that's what you're depending on to get back in the game, you're not going to have enough of those.
Well, Wilkins has 6 in the quarter now, so she's got 12 in the game to lead Mount Carmel. But Ponchatoula in control, 35-19. Womack now leading Ponchatoula with 11 points. She's got 6 in the quarter herself. So Mount Carmel a little bit better offensively in this quarter, but Ponchatoula just a better team overall. Their ability to rebound the basketball, defend, and a little bit more scoring punch overall.
Well, yeah, they got Mount Carmel got Strassel back in the game and got her involved, but it's strictly Watkins and Strassel for Mount Carmel. Ponchatoula, has a lot of weapons, and even if you're not a good shooter for Ponchatoula, the way you're playing defense, if you play defense and steal the ball or get down the floor and get behind the defense, you're gonna be one of those girls that scores off the defense. So you're still contributing to your team's output. Key word, key phrase: score off your defense. That's always big.
It'll be Ponchatoula ball. Up by 16 as we approach 50 seconds to play in the third. Again, Mount Carmel stayed in that 2-3 zone throughout. Long rebound control by Strassel. She's on the move. 6th rebound of the game. Finds Wilkins. Nice move to the baseline, but didn't shoot. Now she finds Strassel. Can't hit it. Rebound goes out of bounds. They're going to give it to Ponchatoula. It looked like it might have been off of Graves.
From way up here, yeah.
But Green Wave get it. Up 16. Under 30 seconds to play in the quarter. Nice pass by Graves.
Nice step in.
Walls with 7. The assist to Graves. 18-point lead. 8 seconds left. Strassel with 5 seconds left. Double team. Finds an open shooter for 2. Got it at the buzzer. So Strassel gets the assist. Runnels gets her 4th point. And Mount Carmel cuts the deficit to 16 at the end of 3. So a more competitive quarter there.
Yeah, you go back to the second quarter where Mount Carmel was shut out, where Ponchatoula just really, shut the lid on it. And that's the big difference in the game, because it was a close game at the end of the quarter. It opened up a little bit in this third quarter, but a 16-point deficit, that's going to be really tough. When you've only scored 21 points in 3 quarters and you're 16 down, that's going to be really tough to do in 1 quarter.
Well, Ponchatoula outscored them 16-15 in that quarter, outscored them by 1 in the first quarter. This game's all about the second quarter. I mean, that's the storyline for this contest to this point.
Well, it is, but it's also, what Ponchatoula is doing. They're doing the same thing that they were doing the entire game. They're rebounding offensively. They're playing a very, very quick and harassing defense, and they did that in the first and the third quarters too. It just was once you got Mount Carmel frustrated in that second quarter, Strassel came out, Watkins was getting frustrated. That's when they really just smelled the blood in the water and went after it in the second quarter.
Fourth quarter set to begin. A 16-point lead for Ponchatoula, seemingly on their way to being 26-0 on the season. Can Mount Carmel afford to stay in that 2-3 zone to have any chance now? You're going to have to pressure the ball some, right?
I think they're going to stay in it and until Ponchatoula pulls it out. Ponchatoula's given no indication of pulling it out up to this point.
No, Mount Carmel's starting to pressure the ball here a little bit.
That's fine.
But again, Ponchatoula has several players that can handle the ball just like that. Womack can't hit, though. Brissett rebounds. 3-on-2. Good pass down low. Schexnayder can't score, though. And the rebound controlled by Jada Clark. That was a good look by Strassel.
That was. Good pass.
Graves all the way. Oh, what a play. Counted and 1. The LSU signing in double figures now on the foul by Brissett. Was just played through contact. Got there, finished.
Yeah, not afraid of the contact. Didn't shy away. Drove it hard to the basket.
Graves' free throw is going to bounce in. Her 11th point completes the 3-point play. And a 19-point lead for Ponchatoula. As we hit the 7:20 mark to play in the game. Wilkins gets a look for 3. Nope. Long rebound controlled by Jada Clark. Ponchatoula's owned the boards in this one. And they've owned the game. Graves for 3. Back rim. Runnels, her 4th rebound. Stepped out of the paint. Boy, that's a long
shot.
Oh, right
and
on
a
line.
Long rebound.
Right on line, but comes long to Clark, her 6th rebound of the game. Womack back rim. Boy, a lot of shots on line, but just not going in tonight on both sides. Wilkins goes the other way. Oh, nice step through. That's a beautiful job by Wilkins. She's something else with either hand going to the hole.
Yeah, she really is. She really is. She's really strong. Both hands going left or right. Using the screen.
14 now for Wilkins and a 40-23 game. So she's been the offense. Of course, the daughter of head coach Jamie Thomas, and playing like it too. She's been outstanding. Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Lamarck Ford and Kenner, where the Ford showroom has gotten a facelift. Wow, it is something to see. Come see our Lamarkable deals and service. Stop by and go to Lamarck.com. And Crescent City Sports Prep Basketball is brought to you by Gibbs Construction, a leader in the construction industry in Louisiana and the Gulf Coast for more than 35 years, transforming dreams, visions, and plans into reality. That's Gibbs Construction.
This may be where Mount Carmel gets out of that zone.
Jada Clark.
No, they did.
No, it's a 1-2-2 zone now, so they did switch.
A little trap.
1-2-2.
Tried to do a little trapping out of it.
Yep. Chasing now and trapping when possible, and Ponchatoula with a 1-2-2 look offensively to space the floor wisely. Well prepared, well coached by Tricia Landash.
They're going to have to come out of that zone soon, because now Ponchatoula's they're happy to just take some time off the clock.
Fine Graves, who can't get it in and out.
Nice rebound.
Boy, she just stayed with it. So strong. Graves with 13 to go with 8 boards.
Good body control on that rebound.
And a 19-point lead. Troutman, nice drive, and we'll get to the free throw line. Like when they go left and they're right-handed, that's just something that you don't see enough of, frankly, at any level.
At any level, right.
Going to the offhand, you do that, they're playing you to the strong hand. You're going to find space. She did. She'll shoot too.
Well, you teach your defenders, if your man is right-handed, then you want to shade to the right side, so that person can go to the offhand. Makes him very, very valuable.
I want to thank Carly Heist of Ponchatoula High School for helping us tonight, being part of our webcast from Ponchatoula. Great job by Carly, a sophomore here who's got a great future. Troutman misses the free throw. She'll shoot another, and now we'll get Wilkins back in after a very brief rest. Brissett goes out. Troutman can't hit either. Rebound saved nicely. Graves approaching a double-double, has 13 points, 9 rebounds. Knocked away off the trap. It's loose, and a backcourt violation, I believe. Going to say it hit off her back.
Hit off her back. That's a tough call.
It is. Defender clearly got a hand on it, which means that's not a violation. But if it hits off the offensive player's back before it touches the ground, well, then it was. Double team in the corner. Ball got through there some kind of way.
That's one way of getting it through.
Don't think that was planned. I'm just guessing. Troutman off the dribble. Stripped away. That's a beautiful job defensively by Graves, and a jump ball to Mount Carmel.
On that backcourt violation, I give credit to the official. That's Kerry White out there, a very grizzled and veteran official. Good
Strassel.
Man.
Faked it. Surprised she didn't take that. She's a good shooter. Now she will. Off the dribble, no good. Rebound long, controlled by Presley Walls.
There's that trap. It was effective once before.
Knocked out of bounds. Wall's now with 7 rebounds to go with 7 points. She's been excellent for Ponchatoula. Green Wave in control by 19 with 4:26 left. Step through. Beautifully done. Womack has 13. Well, their 2 stars are playing like it.
Yes, they are. They through the course of the game have stepped up.
Womack was scoreless in the first. She's got 13 now. And a 21-point lead is the biggest for the Green Wave at the 4-minute mark of the final quarter. Knocked away, out of bounds to Mount Carmel. Or they're going to say Ponchatoula. So turnover, Mount Carmel.
You see the fatigue setting in on Mount Carmel right there. The little slightly weaker pass and no movement to the ball, to the pass from the post.
Both teams will play just one game after this, so get ready for the postseason. This game won't hurt power points on either side, both number 1.
Oh, no, not at all. Mount Carmel has a big rivalry game tomorrow with Dominican.
Stolen by Wilkins. Pulls up and gets hit, and she'll shoot 2. Foul is on Womack, her second. Wilkins to the line, takes her 14 points to the line with her.
Ponchatoula have their district game tomorrow against Slidell.
Yep. First one up and in.
And I thought I saw the boys warming up at halftime, so I think Ponchatoula and Slidell are playing
they got
tonight.
Slidell later. And Davina back in along with Scheck-Snyder from Mount Carmel. Wilkins gets them both. 16 for Taylor, 44-25. She's done her part. Baseline Womack, open look from 10. Wilkins her 5th rebound. Inside out, Scheck-Snyder spots up. Long rebound Wilkins. Had it taken away. Patience by Ponchatoula here. Just like the way they play, Bill.
Yes.
Big fan of the way they move the basketball.
Spread it out, pull it up high.
They got multiple ball handlers, and that's huge.
Oh, yeah, that helps. And they're moving. They're not just standing still.
That one is going to work against Strassel, her 3rd. These are 2 well-coached teams, as I stated earlier, 2 excellent head coaches and coaching staffs. Katie Callahan, Fletcher Kerr, Aaron Morer from Mount Carmel. Backcourt violation on Ponchatoula. Christy Gill, Lauren Long, Dana Ingrafia for Ponchatoula. Outstanding staff on both sides. 2:40 to play, 19-point lead. Ponchatoula in control. Strassel, Troutman. Wilkins, knocked away, stolen. And Womack will lay it in.
Left-handed.
Very impressive. 21-point lead for the Green Wave. Still double teaming. Good look by Wilkins. Found Scheck-Snyder for the layup.
That's finding the open person. If you're being double teamed, someone is open.
Wilkins is an exceptional player. Got 3 really good players on the floor in this game. There's one of them, Graves. There's another, Womack. And they'll just spread the floor. Wisely.
And Mount Carmel happy just to stay in that zone and little token pressure.
There's a grab and a foul. Troutman commits her 4th. Grabbing Graves. 6th team foul, so no free throws yet with 1:35 left. With 1:30 to play. Jada Clark, Womack. Steps in all the way. Can't finish. Took it right away. Jackson scores it strong. She's got 6.6 boards. and a 48-27 bulge for Ponchatoula.
I think Jackson's going to be a rising star for this team.
Good-looking player. Sophomore. Found Wilkins, and she'll score it. Wilkins able to score from Indovina. Wilkins with 18, and it's 48-29. Graves doubled. Still got around it. Nice pass to Womack. Beautiful. Well, they play well together.
I was just going to say, they work well together. Those two have combined on numerous occasions tonight.
17 for Womack. Outstanding assist by Graves. Stolen away by Womack. Out of bounds. Ponchatoula will keep it. With 19.2 seconds left. And a substitution for Mount Carmel here, as they'll get Wilkins out. What a game she played with 18.6 rebounds, 2 assists and a steal. She'll come out. So will Strassel, their 2 primary scorers. Nice round of applause from the fans. A little bit strong here. Runnels, the rebounder, 5th. Nice pass to Troutman, and cannot get the basket. Ball knocked out of bounds, and Ponchatoula will keep it with 7 seconds left. Ponchatoula will just walk it off here.
Don't even have to cross court, half court.
And the Green Wave have won this one in convincing fashion by a 50-29 score at home to move to 26-0. Just a very impressive basketball team, Bill.
Well, Ponchatoula just did the job on both ends. Just a hawking, trapping defense on the defensive end, and then second chance points due to their offensive rebounds. Their shooting picked up also in the second half. So just dominating, just like the score indicates.
Well, this game was close after one quarter, 7-6 Ponchatoula, but then this game was decided in the second quarter. That's when the Green Wave blanked Mount Carmel 14-0. Cubs really never recovered from that.
That's really tough. When you go scoreless in a quarter, you're playing 4 quarters against 3 quarters at that point. And so it's virtually impossible when you're shut out to get back into a game.
Well, you look at the unofficial scoring in this game. Well, actually official. Bailey Scheck-Snyder with 2 for Mount Carmel. Miranda Strassel had 5. Jessica Runnels with 4. Taylor Wilkins, 18 points. She added 6 rebounds, 2 assists, and a steal in a fine performance. Double teamed much of the way. For Ponchatoula, Jada Clark, 5.7 rebounds, 2 assists. Presley Walls had 7 points, 7 rebounds. Taylor Jackson, 6.6 rebounds. She had 2 blocks as well. Amora Graves finished with 13 points, 9 rebounds, 3 blocks, 2 assists and a steal. And Jaylee Womack led the way, 17.6 rebounds. She had 4 steals as well. Abby Faust added 2 points for Ponchatoula. They win it 50-29, move to 26-0 with the victory. Mount Carmel drops to 21-5. Bill, they didn't have to play this game. They wanted to play this game because they wanted to challenge themselves, prepare themselves for the playoffs. Bottom line is, Mount Carmel's not going to see a better team than Ponchatoula anywhere the rest of the way.
No, when they get to the playoffs, I think, unfortunately, the select side of the playoffs only has 8 teams in it, and many of them are in the same district, the Catholic League district. So you don't see too many different teams. Mount Carmel, throughout the season has shown themselves to be number 1 in the power rankings for good reason. The team that they are going to have to contend with in the playoffs is John Curtis. And so a game like this tonight against a really powerful Ponchatoula team does nothing but help better prepare them for the playoffs, and that's the reason for scheduling this game. And on Ponchatoula's end, it would take. I haven't seen that many girls teams, but I would think it's going to take quite an upset for somebody to knock off this undefeated Ponchatoula team. But again, playing a team like Mount Carmel didn't hurt their power rankings. It was a good tune-up, so to speak. They do have a district game left tomorrow, but a good tune-up for the playoffs. Playoffs start next Friday, I believe, if I'm not mistaken.
And both teams at this point look like they're going to be number one seeds.
Tonight's game shouldn't affect Mount Carmel's seeding at all.
Want to thank Matt Merritt for a job well done. We appreciate Matt through some difficulties, and also appreciate our friend that helped us out tonight, Carly Heist, who did a great job on camera for us, and a great future at Ponchatoula High School. Our thanks to all of our friends here at Ponchatoula. Great to see Joanne Tierney earlier. Hank, hope you enjoy watching, buddy. Also want to thank our good and great friend Tricia Landesh, the standing head coach of Ponchatoula, for graciously hosting us here this evening. Thanks to Jamie Talmadus and her staff at Mount Carmel as well. Our final score again here tonight, Mount Carmel falling to Ponchatoula. The Green Wave stay unbeaten with a 50-29 win over the Cubs. Bill, it's been a pleasure. We'll do it again real soon.
Maybe tomorrow night.
Maybe so. Appreciate it, my friend.
Thanks a lot.
Once again, we thank everyone for joining us tonight. We have more high school sports action tomorrow night with the District 9 5A boys matchup between Brother Martin and Archbishop Shaw from Marrero. You can join Bill and me for the broadcast beginning just before the 7 p.m. tip-off. For Bill Gallagher and our entire Crescent City sports production team, I'm Ken Trahan saying so long from Ponchatoula. Once again, your final score, Ponchatoula 50, Mount Carmel 29. Be a good sport and God bless you one and all. Rounding third and heading home. So long.